Hi ladies, Ashley here from Glow Body Personal Training, and today I am just teaching and educating you on the main categories of exercises that are making your diastasis recti worse. A lot of poses in yoga will put excessive pressure due to the force of gravity. This is what I'm talking about, where your belly is just hanging straight down. This is not okay because we have a compromised linea alba along the front of our abdominal wall when you have diastasis recti, and your guts and all of your internal organs are just putting too much excessive intra-abdominal pressure, and it's just pouring down, opening up your gap even more. So positions like the plank, chaturanga, coming up into sphinx or cobra, that is putting a lot of pressure on your abdominal wall. I don't want to see any of this. It often happens when you go into cat and cow pose, where we are giving a hyperlordosis to the spine, pushing it out. Avoid unmodified yoga unless you are working with a professional who cares about your body postpartum. The forward front plank that is unmodified, we do not want to be doing this if you have diastasis recti. No push-ups, no burpees. I don't want to see any of that. Jackknife, so this is what I'm talking about, holding a V hold or doing ball passes. That is going to cause coning. What I don't want to see is you hunched over in a completely arrow position if you are biking at home or doing a spin class. And there's no way that you're going to be able to keep your abs turned on and engaged the entire time while you are biking on a triathlon style bike. This is the change I want you to make. Take a weight or a couple of textbooks. I used to use books while I was in college to lift that up slightly. And then I want you to stay in an upright position as you bike. So notice there is a slight lean here, but it is nothing compared to the pressure that your organs are putting on your abs when you're in that bent over arrow position. I don't want you doing any row machine while you still have diastasis recti, but once your gap is healed and you do return to it, I want you to be more mindful of your body positioning. I want a controlled core with a slight decline in your back, but we are not overarching, and nor are we curling our neck and our back end at the front. Instead, we're having a nice strong spine. We'll get a slight lean at the back, and we're pulling right to the base of the bottom of our sports bra. So you can even hear the difference in sound. I'm gonna show you bad, and then I'm gonna correct it, and so you can hear the difference of power output we're getting as well. So here's what I see that's wrong a lot. Leaning back, arching forward, and then listen to the difference. Bar work. So this also includes lat pull down. If you're at a gym, that's not something I typically do, but if you are working your way into pull-ups, be aware of your form. I'm going to show you exactly what not good would look like while you have diastasis recti, but you can do once you don't have it anymore at all, and then what better form would look like doing your pull-ups. So the easier way, I like to give myself a little advantage doing pull-ups, but I don't want us doing when we have diastasis recti is giving yourself that little arch in the back, and that helps me to pull up better, putting my body in that star shape. So I keep my body in that star shape, but instead tuck the pelvis forward, and that gives you increased control of your transverse abdominis and helps you keep your stomach in, and then do your pull-up. We also want to avoid knee tucks or L-ups. So this is your standard knee tuck. We want to avoid that, and then we also want to avoid L-ups. When you do start doing them though, tuck that pelvis in just like I showed you with pull-ups, and then pull knees to chest to be the safest and smartest about it. Once your diastasis recti is closed down, we still need to be mindful of our core. It doesn't mean you can't have coning once in a while, or you might still just get it if you have bad form. So correct your form if you ever see it. It's no big deal, and then move forward from there. The lean, where you're doing tricep extensions, if you were to ask me what my favorite TRX exercise is, this is probably in the top 5. It is extremely effective on the back of your arms, but not diastasis recti friendly. We don't want to see any of this side to side action or in and out. For reverse crunches, there isn't one single answer, so I just want you to do a self-check on yourself. Some women are absolutely fine in this position where you have hands supported. This ab workout really works the lower abs and you're lifting your butt up off the floor. For some women, this is okay. And then for others, it does cause coning. You'll see a point in between your abs, they'll be separated and it'll point up. So if you see that happening, you know that your abs are simply not ready for the exercise yet. Also notice how I log rolled up off of any floor line exercise. I want you to roll this side, push your body up so we're avoiding that crunching or sit-up position. This means you're going at a pace where you can't be mindful and deliberate about pulling your abs in and making sure that they're in control. So this is what I'm talking about. I want to see any exercises like this or Russian twist on the ground where your legs are propped up or you're in a jackknife position and Russian twisting. This will cause a bulging and coning effect that we don't want. So again, unmodified yoga we want to avoid, front plank and a lot of the standard ab exercises like crunches and sit-ups, bar work, a few of Trx exercises, row machine, arrow position on the bicycle, and any rapid uncontrolled twisting. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, share it with your mom friends because a lot of ladies don't know this stuff and I really am here to educate more so that you can be taking care of your body and getting a really great results on your abs as we close your diastasis recti back together. And if you haven't watched it already, you need to watch my 5 things you are probably doing that make your diastasis recti worse video, because those are all about the everyday movement patterns and we don't want you to be exercising really, really hard, getting awesome results at closing your ab gap, being really careful on what you're doing and specific about DR closing exercises, and then throughout your everyday normal life with your baby and your kids, you're undoing all of that hard work. I love you ladies so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.